Hello folks, my name is Kim. I'm a lifeguard and I'm here today to talk about how to prevent injury and provide care in flood. Flooding occurs everywhere. Did you know that flooding is the second most serious disaster worldwide? Increased building, trash left in rivers, and population growth all increase the chance of flooding after heavy rains. Sewers and floodways need a free flow, but it's slowed or stopped when garbage clogs them. Pay close attention to weather changes and weather reports. If major rains threaten, place your most important valuables and documents in a waterproof bag that you can take with you if you need to evacuate. If your home is going to flood, turn off all electric, gas, and water supplies. Close your home's doors and windows to avoid entry of debris and wild animals. Use wireless phones instead of wired phones, and always keep a battery-powered light ready to use. Candles and other flammable lights are very dangerous. They can cause fires, so they should not be used. Some floods occur very quickly. Don't ever risk you or your family's life to save your possessions. If a flood requires you to leave the house, look for higher, drier, and a safer place nearby. At any sign of a major rain, monitor the water level by your house, even at night. If you're trapped by flooding, call for professional help immediately and stay in the safest possible place until the water levels decrease or help arrives. If you're at home and floodwater threatens the walls of your home, leave the house if you can do so. Also, leave the house if you notice any leaking, cracked walls, or strange sounds, which may be signs of landslides. If you cannot safely abandon the house, go to the highest point and try to keep calm, then call for help and protect yourself. In rural areas, procedures may be different. If you have fenced animals, open the gates or cut the fences and release them so they have a chance to save themselves. Make sure your pets are not confined. And let your neighbors know about the flooding. Attention! Never try to cross flood areas unless there's absolutely no alternative. It's very dangerous. Moving water can flow quickly and powerfully, and it can contain objects that may injure you. Never enter the water to try to rescue others, even using a rope. You may be swept away. Instead, stay in a safe place and throw simple floating objects like an ice chest or something similar. If you are caught by a water flow, keep floating with your stomach up and feet downstream to protect your head. Any injury to your head can greatly increase the risk of drowning. If you're going to help someone using a rope, always do so from the side, using the water flow to your advantage. And do not forget to tie the rope to a securely fixed place. Avoid overhead bridges. Stay away from electric posts, as electric shock is a frequent cause of injuries. If you use a boat, be sure to use a life jacket, even if you know how to swim. Never let your children play in floodwater. Use only bottled or chlorinated water and never reuse floodwater. After flooding, many people experience signs and symptoms of illness. If you or your family experience fever, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal or leg pain, or even get a skin rash, get medical assistance and inform your doctor about contact with floodwater. All of this is for your safety. If you have to evacuate your home, do not return until you're informed by authorities that it is safe to go back. If you're unsure, don't risk your safety. Call for professional help and advise them of your situation. Many people have died trying to help others without proper skills.
Use caution after the flood subsides. Before entering your house, be sure it's safe. To avoid fire, electrical shock, and explosion, don't turn on the lights, electricity, or gas until you know they're safe. If possible, return to your home in daylight. and use boots and gloves to clean things without directly contacting contaminated items. To decontaminate your home and water supply, use a small spoon of chlorine bleach in 1 liter of water. If your house was destroyed by the flood, consider rebuilding at a different location, because floods can reoccur. When rebuilding, don't try to handle pipes and drains by yourself. Get professional help.
The actions of humans are the greatest cause of flood-related problems such as drowning and disease. But we're also the solution in avoiding these problems. If all of us take simple but important actions, we can greatly reduce the tragedies caused by flooding. So folks, while in a flood, don't risk your life trying to save your possessions. Your life is much more valuable than anything else. Share all these tips with your friends and help them be safe too.